the White House Lou of Pennsylvania Avenue.
Why would there be such a large window in a bathroom?
George Washington was the first you see. He once chopped down a cherry tree.
No, he didn't.
Tom Jefferson stayed up to write a declaration late at night. So he and his wife had a great big fight, and she made him sleep on the couch all night.
That didn't happen.
John Quincy Adams.
It's pronounced Quincy.
And it's Andrew Jackson's butt he kicks.
Adams actually got significantly fewer votes than Jackson. He just won because none of the candidates got an electoral college majority, and he was chosen by the House of Representatives.
His breath killed friends whenever he spoke.
No.
1850, really nifty, Miller Fillmore's in.
To quote his Wikipedia article, historians and scholars have consistently ranked Fillmore as one of the worst presidents. Not exactly really nifty.
It's 1877 and the Democrats would gloat, but they're all amazed when Rutherford Hayes wins by just one vote.
Actually, Hayes won in 1876. He was inaugurated in 77, but by then the Democrats were not gloating. Also, the signs say 7 and 8 votes, when in actuality it was 184 to 185.
Chester Arthur gets instated.
Why does Wacko have a British accent? Since his siblings are both American, and they're literally singing about US presidents.
In 1913, Woodrow Wilson takes us into World War I.
No, since World War I wasn't happening in 1913, and the US only joined the war in 1917. American women didn't fight in World War I, or minors.
Clinton's Bill and Hillary.
This is the only time they mention a first lady. Wow, that's hardly any sins at all. I guess this song was actually pretty accurate. But I need more watch time, so...
George Washington
declared independence from Britain. And Britain is one island!
John Adams
Had a very generic name. North Island is also a generic name. And North Island is one island!
Tom Jefferson
Jefferson is a city in Missouri. Cannonball is from Missouri. Newfoundland is in Canada. And Newfoundland is one island!
James Madison
Is named James. So is James Cleland. James Cleland wants the Nuke Japan stream. And Japan is one island!
James Monroe
Is named James. So is King James VI and First of Scotland and England. Scotland and England make up Great Britain. And Great Britain is one island!
John Quincy Adams
Negotiated a treaty with the Spanish Empire to set the US-Spanish border. The Spanish Empire controlled the Philippines. And the Philippines is one island!
Andrew Jackson
Was the first Democrat. Obama was also a Democrat. Obama was born in Hawaii. And Hawaii is one island!
Martin Van Buren
Had sideburns. So did Simon Bolivar. Bolivar helped liberate Venezuela. Venezuela recognizes South Ossetia. Nauru also recognizes South Ossetia. And Nauru is one island!
William Harrison
Died. Napoleon also died. On St. Helena. And St. Helena is one island!
President Pope
Invaded Mexico. Mexico is a country. So is Sri Lanka. And Sri Lanka is one island!
Zachary Taylor
Existed. Cyprus also exists. And Cyprus is one island!
1850 really nifty Miller Fillmore's in.
In 1850, the Irish potato famine was happening. And Ireland is one island!
Franklin Pierce
I know basically nothing about Franklin Pierce. I also know basically nothing about Palawam. And Palawam is one island!
James Buchanan
Was president when the Civil War started. Spain also had a civil war. Spain owns Mallorca. And Mallorca is one island!
Dave Lincoln
Freed the slaves. The first country to abolish slavery was Haiti. And Haiti is one island!
Andrew Johnson
His name sounds like Andrew Jackson. And Hawaii is one island!
Ulysses Simpson Grant
Fought in the Civil War. The Dominican Republic had a civil war. And the Dominican Republic is one island!
Rutherford Hayes
Had a cool looking beard. Goodness Thorlatius Johannesson, president of Iceland, does not have a beard. And Iceland is one island!
James Garfield
Garfield is the name of a fictional cat. Taiwan is also fictional. And Taiwan is one island.
Chester off the
Exists. So does South Georgia. And South Georgia is one island.
Grover Cleveland.
Served non-consecutive terms. So did William Lyon Mackenzie King. Britain had a king. And Britain is one island.
Benjamin Harrison.
Shares the last name with William Harrison. St. Helena is one island.
William McKinley.
Invaded Puerto Rico. And Puerto Rico is one island.
Teddy Roosevelt charged up San Juan Hill.
San Juan Hill is in Cuba. And Cuba is one island.
President Taft.
Was overweight. American Samoa is the most obese place on Earth. And American Samoa is one island.
Woodrow Wilson takes us into World War I.
At around the same time as America, Cuba also joined World War I. And Cuba is one island.
Warren Harding.
Was a terrible president. Chad is a terrible country. Chad Gould is the Filipino-English footballer. And the Philippines is one island.
Calvin Coolidge, he does fine.
A fine is a tax for doing bad. Anguilla has no taxes. And Anguilla is one island.
Herbert Hoover.
Was president during the Great Depression. Japan had the lowest depression rate of all countries. And Japan
spits on them in Hawaii and challenges them to war. And they say yes. And then Germany, as a symbol of friendship, declares war on the United States also. So the United States goes to war in Europe, and they help the gang chase Germany back into Germany. And they also start chasing Japan back into Japan. And they haven't used the bomb yet and are curious to see if it works, so they drop it on Japan. They actually drop 2.
is one island.
Franklin Roosevelt, president who helped us win in World War II.
Britain also helped win World War II. And Britain is one island.
Harry Truman.
Nuked Japan. And Japan
Starts making TVs, VCRs, automobiles, and camcorders as fast as they can, and also better than everybody else. They get rich, and the economy goes wild, and then the miracle wears off. But everything's still pretty cool, I guess.
is one island.
Eisenhower.
Was bald. The bald eagle is a symbol of America. An eagle is also on the Mexican flag. Mexico's flag looks like Italy's. Italy owns Sicily. And Sicily is one island.
John Kennedy.
Tried to invade Cuba. And Cuba was an ally of the USSR. The USSR owns Sakhalin. And Sakhalin is one island.
Lyndon Johnson.
Escalated American involvement in Vietnam. Vietnam owns Phu Quoc. And Phu Quoc is one island.
Richard Nixon.
Started a coup in Chile. Chile owns Easter Island. And Easter Island is one island.
Gerald Ford.
Ford is a car company. Hyundai is also a car company. Hyundai is South Korean. And if we assume that North Korea isn't real, then South Korea is one island.
Jimmy Carter.
Is the earliest president who is still alive. Ramangastau is also a president who is alive. He is president of Palau. And Palau is one island.
Ronald Reagan.
Tore down the Berlin Wall. China also has a wall. China claims Taiwan. And Taiwan is one island.
President Bush.
Bushes are plants. Tristan da Cunha has plants on it. And Tristan da Cunha is one island.